Hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 2 in the series between Fly and Th000. Fly spawning as the blue orc, Th000 spawning as the red human. Fly on the bottom left hand side of Secret Valley, and we'll see if an orc favored map will give Fly the chance to even up the series, or will Th000 make it a straight 2-0 win. Now, on the top right hand side, we see Th000 opening up with a really standard build, Altar of Kings, Barracks, Farm, and nothing that we are looking at out of the ordinary just quite yet. Now, what I am interested to see from Fly is that he has not yet set down his Barracks, and this will be something that we need to keep track of, or at least monitor for the next couple of minutes. Wow, I can't tell if cars are driving by or if the wind is howling. Here it is a windy day in Southern California. Got up to 103 degrees at my car with 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. It's been a crazy week of weather for Southern California. As we're looking at now, Fly looking like he's going to be going for a very, very fast stronghold build. Now, we are going to be opening up with the Farseer instead of the Blade Master, which makes a lot of sense since the Farseer is a much stronger harassment hero. The Farseer can cover more ground, those Spirit Wolves can do a pretty nasty number, and if you're able to micro those Spirit Wolves behind enemy lines, you can actually get in a bit of damage. You can summon your Spirit Wolves from here and push them through onto the other side, forcing a little bit of disruption. Archmage will be popping out here momentarily. As we are looking at 395 over 170, I believe Fly is going to be going up to Stronghold right there and starting Stronghold before even the Farseer has made its way out. There is a Footman now making its way across the map, and this is going to be some very good scouting by Th000, figuring out what his opponent is doing. And now you can see, oh, there is the delayed barracks, and now the Footman knows what is up, knowing that his opponent has gone for a very fast Stronghold. Now, what is Th000's strategy going to be? You can see he's now speed building a scout tower, knowing that the Farseer is going to be coming in to perhaps do a lot of harassment. Now, how do you counter harassment? You can either sit back and defend, or you can do what Th000 is doing and open up with harassment of your own. Now, the positioning on these buildings is really not that great. The Voodoo Lounge most likely will end up getting canceled. Same thing with the barracks. And with that, the barracks are going to end up having a bit of a problem. All right, Spirit Wolves are now trying to engage back here, and Th000, already up with that Arcane Tower, is going to be in a very good spot. As you can see, the barracks has taken a fair bit of damage, but is currently sitting at about 400 hit points and dropping. All right, more peons will need to come by over here in order to repair this barracks. This is going to be really bad news, and is it going to get repaired in time? And wow! Down to sub 40 hit points, and now getting massively repaired as the Farseer is looking to finish off, and yes, gets the Water Elemental for that experience. That was a huge bit of calculation there. A very big gamble by Fly, and it looks like it has paid off, or at least will pay off, as the Spirit Wolves now chase down this Footman. All right, the Footman apparently wanting to get one shot off onto those Spirit Wolves. Not exactly sure why. Perhaps grouped up with that Archmage a little bit too much, as the Spirit Wolves are going to now ignore that Footman and now chase after some other units instead. Having a nice little drink in the middle of my cast. Always nice. As the Archmage now looking to back up here. Water Elemental wants to finish off this Null Brute creep camp, but not going to be able to due to the time life. The Footmen are now being forced to back off. Now opening up the Farseer to try and get to level 2. Archmage picking up those Boots of Speed, maybe picking up a Staff of Teleportation. No, he is not. Just picking up the Boots of Speed to try and outrun that Farseer, as the Farseer now makes his way off over here. The Farseer, who sees really far, is now attempting to take down this Footman and perhaps do a little bit of disruption. Let's take a look inside the main base here. The Stronghold is setting up one Bestiary, and maybe perhaps going to be going for a second bestiary as well. The big question is going to be, oh wow, this Spirit Wolf now trying to get away. Is the Archmage going to be able to get it down? No, it is not. You can see that this bestiary already down to 400 some odd hit points, and the footmen are really just engaging against the bestiary, which will most likely end up getting canceled. Alright, down to 140 hit points, 112. It looks like it is going to end up getting canceled. Is it going to get canceled? Oh, down to 24. And I do believe it was not canceled there. I don't know if the gold was refunded or not, as the bestiary is once again started back up. Now, the big news on this is that the Farseer is still sitting at level 1. There goes another Water Elemental, and the Water Elemental is attempting to take down this bestiary, and this Water Elemental is not going to be able to take it down by his lonesome self. Instead, giving the Farseer level 2, which is not going to be that great. You can see that the Tauren Chieftain did come out in time as well to get a little bit of experience, giving that Farseer exactly 200 hit point, or 200 experience, giving him level 2. Archmage sitting at level 2, Beastmaster sitting at level 1. The Tauren Chieftain is the second hero, and I am curious what this Tauren Chieftain really expects to do. You can see that the bestiary is already at 750 hit points, or would be, but now we are going to be going into some Quill Beasts and perhaps another Water Elemental. This is going to be enough piercing damage to stop this bestiary, but I believe that the bestiary is going to end up being finished and now going to be massively repaired. There is only 3 peons now trying to repair this, as this one peon does get taken down here. Now that it is fortified, it is much more difficult to try to take down this bestiary, since the heroes and the Water Elemental and the Quill Beast deal reduced damage instead of their full damage or even bonus damage. Spirit Lodge now in the backfield here, and even though Fly had done a very risky fast stronghold to try and get to level tier 2 faster, it is ending up not working for him at all. The Orc Burrow is now unloading everything. Orc Burrow is now under massive repairing. Is it going to be able to stay repaired? That is the question, as the Orc Burrow with 5 peons constantly trying to repair it. The Beastmaster now actually stuck between, well, a burrow and a hard place. That Beastmaster will get taken down here as an ant starts to crawl all over me, as the Beastmaster now falls at level 1. Alright, the Quill Beasts, 3 of them running amok inside the main base. It looks as though that Quill Beast will fall due to time life. The Quill Beast actually getting experience off the Spirit Wolf there, as the Archmage is looking and eyeing for another Water Elemental drop to try and take down an Orc Burrow. This is actually rather dangerous of it, and the Orc and the peons are just going to constantly repair here. Not exactly sure what it really expects to do, except for force the peons to constantly repair. You can see that the Quill Beasts are going to finish it off, as now the Farseer now makes his way nearby. Is he going to get some damage off onto that Archmage? The Archmage has the outside track right now. The Farseer may be able to get off a shot or two. No, gets choked up on a sheep, as the Farseer now running back again. Alright, Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 2 does have Shockwave, does have Endurance Aura. We may even see Chain Lightning here as the strategy, or Chain Wave, as it has been more commonly referred to as. The Archmage, is he going to come in and steal the tome? Yes, he does. A huge tome steal, as the Archmage is now sitting at level 2. The Tauren Chieftain, without enough damage onto the Archmage, a Shockwave may have actually been able to take it down. As you can see that the Archmage is now very low on hit points. What is it doing? And now what is going on? That Archmage down to 75 hit points. The Tauren Chieftain could have actually taken down that Archmage if he had lined up a Shockwave correctly. Fly missing a golden opportunity there to come out ahead, take down a crucial hero, as we are now looking at the Tauren Chieftain and Farseer still wandering around now. Tauren Chieftain with that Potion of Greater Mana, but because it did not pick up that Tome of Intelligence, is down 15 mana, which is very important. Because the Tauren Chieftain doesn't even have 300 mana, he has to be very careful how he uses that Potion of Greater Mana in order to maximize the number of Shockwaves that he has. Alright, Farseer now looking to engage against this Ogre Magi creep camp. All the Ogre Magi not even backing off now. It looks like the Farseer is going to buy some items. What he's going to buy? Scroll of Healing. Yeah, double Scrolls of Healing all the way. What does it mean? It means he wants to be aggressive. Excuse me. It means he wants to be aggressive, but now we also see Priest in this mix. All right, Ogre Magi gonna get taken down. Potion of Invulnerability picked up by the Farseer. Here we go. Sorceress and Priest are now all in this group here. It looks like the Raider is gonna be able to back off in time with that Speed Squirrel and get the heck out of a dangerous situation. That Speed Squirrel, however, does not counteract the fact that the Raiders do end up attacking much, much slower. That is always very, very bad news as the Raiders now regroup once more. We are going into Raider casters. The Spirit Lodge now trying to be rebuilt once more again. Tauren Chieftain is going to heal back up all these units, and oh, there is a poor grunt trying to get away. Is it going to be able to do much? And it looks like the grunt is going to be, taken down by a water elemental, getting killed by a water gun. Never good news there as the Beastmaster now gets to level 2. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 2 wants to get to level 3, and it looks like it will be able to get to level 3 after taking down this one Sorceress. There it goes, and now a level 3 Tauren Chieftain with so many units here. There's a beautiful shockwave right up the middle, and that was a huge amount of damage. All right, that Tauren Chieftain now focusing down a lot of the units. Archmage using, there's another shockwave there. Are we going to see the Potion of Invulnerability being used? Yes, we are, and there we have it. That Tauren Chieftain is very low on hit points, but it needs to regenerate hit points rather quickly. What's going to be happening next? There's a healing salve being used as well. That is the reason why that Tauren Chieftain is regenerating hit points so fast, as we see a scroll of healing used as well. So far, the Tauren Chieftain, has he been able to do very much? And there goes the Potion of Mana, I believe. And there goes the Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Tauren Chieftain now being forced to back off as it is in a bad situation, down to 69 hit points. And before he dies, decides to use that Scroll of Town Portal to get the heck out of Dodge. All right, a very, very close battle there. That Tauren Chieftain did do a number on a number of Militia, Sorceress, and Priest. But is it going to be enough? That is the critical question. Tauren Chieftain now in the backfield waiting to get healed back up. You can see the Water Elementals attempting to take down an Orc Burrow. Orc Burrow needs to be repaired, and repaired rather quickly. There it goes, sitting at about 130 hit points each, and there goes some Water Elementals as well. All right, Farseer and Tauren Chieftain are sitting at level 3 each. Meanwhile, Archmage got to level 3. Beastmaster may get to level 3 here. Picks up a Rune Bracers. Not going to be really that useful, but more importantly, he will get to level 3 off of this Null Warding creep camp as the Archmage does back off. All right, let's take a look at this last Null Warden. Level 3 for the Beastmaster. Level 2 Quill Beast, most likely. Circlet of Nobility being, not left behind, as +2 to every stat is rather good. Raiders now looking to back off here, as we're now looking at the Ogre Lord coming down the ramp. There you have it, Ogre Lord getting ensnared. There is a shockwave going across multiple units. Ogre Lord has been ensnared and now surrounded. At some point, it is going to try to run back. There it goes, another ensnare. And this is one of the biggest advantages for Orc, the fact that they can take down very difficult creep camps rather easily. And the Tauren Chieftain now with the Claws of Attack +12. This is one of those situations where I am sure that the Blade Master would have used that much, much better. All right, more units are going to be falling here. Let's take a look. The last Troll Berserker will end up, or the last Troll Berserker and Troll High Priest going to get taken down. Tauren Chieftain now sitting at level 4. And if this Tauren Chieftain gets to level 5, all bets are off on who is going to have that advantage. Shockwave becomes a very, very big factor once your Tauren Chieftain gets to level 5. Tauren Chieftain now sitting at 4. We're looking at Raiders here. Spirit Walkers all ready to go. There is the ensnare onto the Red Drake. And we are now attempting to take down the rest of these creep camps here. Tauren Chieftain. No Brute now going to get taken down. This low hit point Raider is still regenerating a fair bit of hit points from the Fountain of Health. And we are just going to see this Red Drake taken down so quickly. However, that Red Drake, that ensnare doesn't last very long, surprisingly. Let's take a look at this. The Spirit Walker backing off is going to regenerate a little bit more hit points. There it goes. Wow, that Red Drake really doesn't stay down long. And we get Devotion Aura onto a Tauren Chieftain. Meanwhile, a whole bunch of summons are now running inside the main base again. It looks like the Quill Beasts trying to take down some of these Orc Burrows. It is not going to work as Fly is sitting at 57/60 supply. Meanwhile, 55/60 as we are still at tier 2 for Th000. Stronghold as well for Fly. Both of these players not going to tier 3. And that makes a lot of sense. There's no real reason for tier 3 in this Orc-Human matchup. Farseer now looking to run around here. Are we going to perhaps see a Chain Lightning? No, I don't believe so. Let's take a look. One Raider does get taken down, and all of those casters are pulled back. And this repositioning could not have been any better for Th000. Th000 able to regroup his army and actually save from a poor engagement, as we now see the invisible summons strategy being used. You can see the invisible water elemental, invisible dire beast making their way down across the map to try and take down many of these orc burrows. You can see the orc burrows, one of them has fallen. We are now seeing that 57 over 50 supply. A new orc burrow needs to be added, as we're now looking at a bad engagement here. Water elemental getting caught. All right, let's see. The Raiders now need to back off here. Another Quill Beast going to get caught here. Tauren Chieftain and Farseer both sitting at level 4. Meanwhile, Archmage and Beastmaster sitting at level 3 each. Are we going to see a very, very big, strong push here? Let's go. There's a Shockwave down the middle, as the Tauren Chieftain is now low on mana. How is he going to be able to endure this, as the Spellbreakers are really focusing him down, starting to drain that mana as well? Archmage, invisible, but stays alive long enough even after the Shockwave, and we are still looking for a crazy fight here. The Tauren Chieftain sitting at 104 mana. Is he going to be able to get off another Shockwave? There is another Ensnare there. There is a Shockwave onto the Archmage. Archmage, however, staying alive consistently, as another Quill Beast has been taken down. The Spellbreakers are now starting to amass, and that is the problem. The Spirit Walkers, which counter the heroes, are now getting countered by those Spellbreakers, as the Spellbreakers deal extra damage to the Spirit Walkers and are immune to their damage as well. So what's going to be happening here? Water Elemental not trying to push back. There's another Disenchant. There's some more Disenchants. Tauren Chieftain very low on hit points. Are we going to see a Scroll of Healing? No, we are not. It would only end up healing the Tauren Chieftain, as we now see a Raging Bear joining in on this fight. All right, I guess. Oh, Tauren Chieftain very low on hit points. Is he going to be able to back off? Scroll Town Portal has been transferred. And there we go. Just enough, as the casters try and finish off the Spirit Walkers, unable to, but Fly really on the losing end of that engagement, sitting at 45 over 60 compared to 61 over 66. That is a 33% larger army, which does translate into much more effective fighting for that human side. All of those Spellbreakers here, even though they are not upgraded at all, is a force to be reckoned with, and the mass Spellbreakers are just gonna cause problems. There is the Spirit Walker composition of Fly not gonna do very well, and as Fly loses the barracks and perhaps the bestiary, he's not going to be able to train any units that can actually deal damage back. Perhaps if we are actually going in the castle and getting control magic, that would be the full trifecta of being able to shut down Fly, as all of a sudden the only units that could really attack those Spellbreakers, these dire wolves, would end up under the control of their opponent. Alright, Beastmaster sitting at level 4, and I think this is where Th000 is going to take the lead, and there's not much that can be done. Alright, Th000 now running back down over here. All these Spellbreakers, all these Sorceress. There you go. There's a quick kill there. All the units are now running back again. Are the Spellbreakers going to engage? Yes, they are. The Spellbreakers actually in a very bad spot, though. A little bit flanked. There is a Shockwave. Tauren Chieftain is sitting at level 5, but quickly runs out of mana at the hands of those Spellbreakers, and the Spellbreakers just doing a great job. Tauren Chieftain does have a mana pot right now. He may try to line up, and there goes, but does not hit the necessary units. Wow, there was a perfect line to hit all the casters along the top. He ends up misfiring that skill shot and ends up falling. All right, the Tauren Chieftain now looking to back off. A grunt does fall, and a sea of red next surrounding a single blue unit, and that poor grunt is going to fall as well. And things are really, really starting to mass up well for the red army. Archmage, human, Beastmaster, orc, ogre hybrid, now looking to clear out and deal a lot of damage here. You can see a couple of disenchants from those priests, and down goes the Spirit Wolf there. Even with the help of the Fountain of Health, this is not going to be enough, as the Archmage now reaches to level 5, and we are still looking at summons pressuring the main base. This is just not what you want to have happening. Those summons able to tear apart those orc burrows oh so easily, and all because Fly doesn't have fortified armor on those orc burrows. Fortified armor absolutely necessary in order to stop this this piercing harassment, so to speak, as a raging bear now joins in on the fight. 900 hit points, dealing 28 to 30. Orc now trying to press inside the main base, not going to work. Double Arcane Tower is going to make short work of those casters here, as the rest of the Archmage army with the Beastmaster making their way in. Helm of Valor, very, very nice item for that Beastmaster. +4 strength, +4 agility, attacking a little bit faster. He probably wishes that it was the +4 intelligence instead, as we're looking at the bear looking to take down some of these key buildings. No, instead going after a peon instead, and you can see how much damage that poor peon is taking. All right, let's go. Another peon going to get taken down instead. There it goes. And that raging bear is the level 2 variety, who also has bash. All right, Tauren Chieftain now creeping by himself. And doesn't make a lot of sense since the Tauren Chieftain is already sitting at level 5. You can see how quickly he is healing, though, with that Ring of Regeneration, which is always very, very good. Meanwhile, Water Elemental off to the north. It is invisible, now attempting to take down some Orc Burrows again. And this is just going to be causing problems all over the place, as the Archmage now sets up an expansion at the 3 o'clock location. 43 over 60 compared to 65 over 72. Advantage though in the hero army, also in the hero levels, as we have a level 5 Archmage, a level 5 Beastmaster against a level 5 Tauren Chieftain and a level 4 Farseer. A small negligible difference, as the Farseer should get to level 5 rather quickly. But Tho is also gaining on the economic front, now speed building this town hall while pressuring, making it impossible for Fly to really stop that expansion from coming up. Alright, Water Elemental is attempting to take down a couple of key buildings here. Fly may end up losing another Orc Burrow, and that is just going to continue to hurt. We can see another Orc Burrow going to get taken down here, and so much damage to be had. There goes another Orc Burrow, and are we going to perhaps see a number of peons taken down as well? There it goes, now attempting to take down another Orc Burrow here. Alright, Farseer seeing that level 5. This is going to be one last push coming in from Fly. The luck gods need to be with him if he's going to be able to extend this next fight in order to make a play, as we see Tho now trying to set up a base here. Alright, Tho's expansion down to 1650 hit points. This one peon is doing desperately, or Peasant trying to desperately build this town hall here. It looks like it will come up. Meanwhile, the Water Elementals, the Spellbreakers are engaging. There's the Speed Squirrel trying to take down some of the key units. Tauren Chieftain now actually caught in a rather bad spot. Farseer now seeing that level 5. Are we going to perhaps see enough chain wave here? And now there is the counterattack, but we do not have any well, not that many grunts and no Taurens on the field, except for the Tauren Chieftain to try to deal with these Spellbreakers. And with that, the Spellbreakers are going to tear through the Raiders as well. Tauren Chieftain does get a little bit low on hit points. It looks like the Tauren Chieftain is trying to back off, down to 88 hit points, down to 45, 32, 29, 17, 6, and there he goes. I believe that is going to be the GG, as we now see the Tauren Chieftain falling at level 5. The Beastmaster gets to level 6, and there is the GG. Tho taking this game after being down early on to come out of the head in the series 2-0. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.